Hey, welcome to Wild Wednesday Live. If you're new to watching, just go ahead and type in where you're from. We'd like to do roll call just to get a feel of where everybody's joining from. And you can go ahead and type in how you heard about us and why you watch us. We want all the details. So I'm Beth from Fabric Chicks, and Raylene from Just Notions and I host Wild Wednesday. Not every Wednesday, but you can go right to our website, which is scrolling across the bottom, and see the schedule. So we've got quite a few of you logging on. Peggy, you were number one, just like you are in my heart. So welcome, everybody. We've got all kinds of you joining. We have a great show today. We've got Loralie, which this is her very first time ever being on. If you're not familiar with her, as soon as you see her and see her fabrics, you will totally recognize her. So that's pretty exciting. We have Terri Sue, which is my favorite because I'm a sweets kind of person. Not that I'm sweet, but I love to eat sweets. So I love Terri Sue's, anything she makes, I love. And then we also have Gary and Jan from Global Marketplace. So before I turn it over to them, I just want to remind you, we have two great shows coming up. So you can go to the Rusty Barn website, and Ron will have that scrolling. Oh, there you go. He's so quick. The quiltcraftsew.com, their website, they're going to have all of the dates, all of the details, whether you have to pay for parking, whether parking's free, and you can buy your tickets in advance. So skip the lines, buy your tickets in advance, and you save a couple bucks, which you can spend in our booths, which we always love. So we have Roseville coming up, which is Northern California. Next week. I keep thinking in my head it's like in 2 weeks, but it's actually next week. So hopefully you have it on your calendar for next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then the end of the month, or I think it's actually the beginning of September, we have Scottsdale, Arizona. So make sure you get those into your calendars and get them scheduled, and make sure you're going to attend. Even if it's a little bit of a drive for you, it's going to be worth it. So that's all I have for what's going on at the moment. I might think of something as I'm interviewing. So we're just going to turn it right over to Gary and Jan from Global Marketplace. They've been on before, but they have fabulous products that you really can't find anywhere else. So are you there? I think Gary's there you are,
yes.
Gary.
Hi. Good. Thank you very much, Beth. Jan is here, but she's got another assignment right now. So she says hello and is looking forward to seeing everybody in Roseville next weekend. So she'll be there. But the reason we came back, most people probably know us because we sell butterfly jewelry and those great wire baskets from Africa. But we actually got approached by a fair trade group in India wanting to sell us some recycled silk yarn. So we decided to take a shot at it. And we were at the Rusty Barn in Portland and in Salt Lake, and it was a big hit. So I thought I'd show everybody. We put it on our website, and we'll have, of course, a huge amount of it in Roseville next weekend at the show. So I thought I'd just start showing everybody what it's like.
Perfect. And just so you know, I love it. I use it all the time. It's a super fun embellishment.
Good. Yes. What some of our first customers told us was that they'll use it on a quilt, particularly to embellish it to areas they want to look like water, or they want to look like the sun or something like that. Let me get started. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. It's a skein. It's about 300 feet, and it's made from silk saris, both the remnants when they make new saris, and the leftover saris that they've, of course, washed and cleaned up, and then they've spun it back into silk yarn. And it's right now online, it's $12 a skein. But if you order in the next few days and use the coupon WW20, we'll drop it down 20% to $9.60, and the shipping's free. So this is blue right here. Let me show you some other colors that we have here. It also comes, there's 11 different colors. It also comes in gold. Now these are silk saris, hasn't been re-dyed. So if you buy more than one skein, you'll possibly have a little bit different look to the next skein. It'll be essentially like this, but because it's a different piece of fabric, it may look a little bit different. But for a lot of people, that's what they're looking for. This one we called Wine, because I think it looks a lot like wine. It's a little kind of purplish. You can see that right there. What the manufacturer told us, its weight is worsted number 4 medium, and you can get 3 stitches per inch on a 6 millimeter needle. Now, I know all about fair trade and helping people get out of poverty, but I have no idea what it was I just told you. But for those of you who knit, I'm sure you know exactly what it means. Here's another one. This is the white. Now, we had somebody use this for clouds in her quilt. She was going to embellish it with clouds, and she bought just about all we had there at the show. Then you can go the other extreme. Here's a good example of what the black would look like. And again, they're about 300 feet. So we haven't opened them up and stretched them out, but I would think you could probably go around the fairgrounds a couple of times next week in Roseville. Then the next color we have is gray, and it's there was some, I forget what they were using it for, but somebody bought a lot of this when we did a show at a small quilt show in Gardnerville recently. So they thought that would be good, probably for part of an ocean look, I would think. This one we call orange for obvious reasons. It's got all the different colors, and you can see that it's not solid orange. It's a little variation in color and in texture. So if you're looking for that, this is what you want. If you want something real consistent and smooth, that's not quite right. It is very smooth to the touch, though. This has got purple and a little blue in it. So we call this purple and blue. And we have a lot of this on hand. We bought a huge amount and sell them at almost wholesale prices because we're importing it directly from India and working directly with the group. It's a group of women that support their families in India. And all the details are on the website when you check in. I'll give you that in a minute. We got 3 more colors. Here's a red color, or a little reddish orange. I can see on the screen it looks a little orangey, but it's when in here it looks mostly red. And then this is our most popular one. It's a multicolor. I'm not sure why, but we've probably sold 7 or 8 times as much of this as we have any other color. So those of you who knit must know why that would be so. But it's really been popular. We sell it also on eBay and on Etsy, and you can find all that out on our website. By the way, if you go to eBay, there we have discounts for multiple purchases, but the coupon code only works on our main website. And then here's the final one, which is green. So we think that we have something that might be popular. Let me show you this. It's the website is right here. It's globalmarketplace.net. Now, some of you who have our cards might see a .com. We're refurbishing that particular website. So we've moved everything over to globalmarketplace.net. And when you go there, click on recycled silk yarn. And when you order, use the term WW20. I did that as Wild Wednesday 20%. So that makes it pretty easy to use. Shipping's free. We're near Sacramento, near Roseville. So if you ordered something today, we'll get it out first thing tomorrow, and you'd probably have it early next week somewhere. And we have quite a large quantity. So if there doesn't seem to be enough on our website, please email me from the website. We can increase the quantity if we have it in stock in our warehouse. So I think that your guess was right. We don't really need the whole 10 minutes, but if you have any thoughts about it, Beth, I can certainly answer some more questions, but that's basically what we're offering today.
Okay. Well, usually we bring you back at the end and do questions. Right. I do have a few questions right now. Is the yarn color fast?
Oh, yes. I did ask them about that. And they said it's color fast, and it's been, well, I don't know that you have to worry about shrinking with silk, but it is definitely color fast. They did suggest that you would, if you're going to wash it in colder water that helps keep the color nice and vibrant. And they're very bright colors, as you could see from what I showed you there. But yeah, it is color fast.
Perfect. And then also, if they order today, can they pick it up in Roseville to avoid shipping costs?
We do free shipping, but they, of course, will certainly bring it to Roseville and have it for them there if they'd rather pick it up there. We'll also have the yarn there in Roseville. So if they're close by and they want to wait to take a look at it in person, we'll be there next a week from tomorrow. We'll be there on Thursday and have a huge selection on the tables there.
Okay. But if they want the discount, they need to order it through your website today.
Yes, it's going to be cheaper if they order it through the website, and there's free shipping. That's free shipping within the U.S. We don't ship outside the United States. There's too much paperwork and stuff involved in that, and taxes. But anywhere in the U.S., including Alaska and Hawaii, we'll do it, and it's free.
Perfect. And then Rondi wants to know if you have the baskets handy, if you could show a few.
I don't have them real handy. Jan just said she'd bring some. Now, yeah, Jan, why don't you bring a couple over? These are from the Zulu tribe in South Africa, and anybody who's seen us at a show has seen the baskets. Now, they're not available on our website. They're just too unique. We tried that, and they hasn't worked too well. But this is $35, and you can see it's a rainbow color is what they call it. It's made out of electric wire that's based on the old telephone wire. Here's another example. This is called Black Rainbow because of all the extra black wire. And look at the detail weaving. They weave electric wire. Members of the Zulu tribe do this. And here's plate that's made out of the same electric wire. They were having a hard time getting the baskets because the tribe stopped making them during the pandemic because they didn't have any orders. They finally started making them again, and we bought almost everything they had made ready a few weeks ago to get enough stock to be able to bring them to the shows. So we have a pretty good stock. Here's another plate. Oh, let me see. The plates, I think, are about they're $50 for the plate. You can wash them, clean them up, so you can use them for things like popcorn or sewing needles. We've had people put the cuttings, from the threads in there, and other kinds of things. So thanks for asking about that. We'll have those at the show.
Perfect. And if they see something they love, they could always send you an email or call you if they see one of those baskets that you showed today, because I know it's hard to put them all on your website because they're all so different. Yeah,
we're quite willing to work with people if they can give us an idea of what they're looking for in terms of colors and types. We could take a couple of pictures of what we have. And that's the other problem. We put something on the website. As soon as we sell it, we don't have that basket anymore and may never get it again. So we're glad to work with people. Actually, we don't have a phone number, but the email's on the website. And let me do that again. The website is globalmarketplace.net. There you go, globalmarketplace.net. If you type that in, that should go right to our website. Email us from that site if you're interested in the baskets, and we can narrow it down and then take a few pictures of what we have. And we're glad to work with you that way.
Perfect. And then their code is WW20.
Yes, WW20. Use that on checkout, and then you'll get the 20% discount, which brings a skein down to $9.60 per skein and free shipping.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm just going to say that is cheaper than I can buy at wholesale.
Yes. Well, we buy it directly from the women who make it in India, and we buy a large amount, so the shipping is not too bad. And that's why we can do this. We're like a wholesaler, and that's why the prices are so good. It's still very high quality, first class silk.
And it's got 50 yards on the skein?
100.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, are those baskets made with the yarn you just showed?
No, they're made with actually electric wire. That's custom made for the baskets. It's steel wire covered by plastic, and that's where the color comes from.
Right. Perfect. All right. Well, we will bring you back at the very end. So if anybody can think of any questions between now and then, don't type them in right now because we're going to be busy interviewing the other two vendors. But hold your questions till the end.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Beth.
Terri. All right. So I want to remind you guys, because I know sometimes I have to tell you things more than once. Roseville's show is next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I know it's next week. Kind of crazy. Raylene and I were just both talking. We haven't even started packing. But we will make it fabulous, and our booths will be fabulous when we do get there. Just in case you forget, Raylene and I do have booths. We are vendors. Some people think we just do this show and that's all we do in our lives, but no, we actually have shops and well, I have a shop, and she makes, Raylene makes rulers. So we are always busy in between the shows, but we're excited to be at Roseville again next week. So put that in your calendar. And then the first weekend of September, we'll be in Scottsdale, Arizona. All right, let's just bring Terri Sue back in. Well, not back in for me because we were chit-chatting before the show. Hey, Terri Sue, how are you?
Hi, everyone.
All right, we're going to just turn it right over to you so you can show us everything you have. But I want to, because somebody mentioned that they don't, if you mail the stuff, it might melt, but it won't because you package it amazingly. So I'll let you describe that.
Okay. Well, yes, it is a hot summer, and I'm in Northern California, so our temperature's been in the hundreds for the last 2 weeks, and we're finally getting below 100 next week. I do pay attention when I am shipping. I check the Weather Channel, and it's like, okay, what's my weather here, and where's my product going, and what's it got to go through? If I need to hold it a day or two, I will do that. So if you order online and need it for a certain date, I need you to let me know, and we can work with you to make that happen. As far as packaging, I pack my products and line the boxes with bubble wrap. I do have some insulated bubble wrap this year, and I do add an ice pack if weather permit, is necessary. Right now, I don't charge anything extra for that. But I also package everything as if it would be, when it's opened, it's like a gift. So if you're sending it to someone, it's like a gift for them to open with pretty shred in it, and I try and package it nice. I also am happy to add a note card. So if you want me to send a gift for someone, we ship across the country, and just tell me what message you want to send. We do, our gifts, everything that we do, we try and make it presentable for a fun gift for someone, just to make it sweet and exciting for someone. So I hope that answers the question. And right now I have some freshly dipped dark chocolate honeycomb. Is one of our new products. People have asked us to do this for a long time. And our Cheryl just brought this in so we can share it. Anyway, does that answer your question, shipping, Beth, or were there other questions in that regard?
Nope, that was perfect. They're all just saying everything's the best. They love it. You really take good care of shipping in the hot weather. All of their testimonials are the best advertisements ever.
Oh, you're right. I appreciate my customers so much. Anyway, so since I just showed this freshly dipped dark chocolate honeycomb, I'll show you what it looks like before we dip it. This is a new product for us. It's light and lots of air bubbles. So it has different names across the country. Some people call it honeycomb. Other people call it buffalo candy. Fun candy. So I'm interested to know what its name is for you in your area. And then we also have some honeycomb. Our local candy store downtown Chico, California is a big client of ours. So all this honeycomb right now is we're getting it ready for her at Sweet Chico Confections, downtown Chico. But we'll be bringing some to our show. We're going to the next week, and we're so excited to see everyone. It's great to have you and great restaurants in there too. And shop. We hope that you'll make a girls trip or a family trip. There's all sorts of things at the quilt show. I say there's something for everyone there. Sometimes there are jewelry and sweets and projects and things for kids to do. For those of you that haven't been to a quilt show, there's always certain booths that actually have a craft that you can do right there and take it home with you. So that's kind of fun too. Anyway, back to my product. We have all this stuff that we're getting ready for our show and for our store orders, and we have an online website that we ship to anyone. Right now, today's discount for Wild Wednesday, we have Wild20 as our code for 20% off anything on our website. No minimum. I do have a flat rate $10 shipping, and that covers all the packaging that we use and part of the postage. So it's a discount to you, but it's a flat rate no matter how much you order right now. So let me show you some of our favorite popular products. Do a marshmallow top. We use 3 types of chocolate. We use white chocolate, dark chocolate, or milk chocolate. You can have them with or without sprinkles. And then some people like the toffee on top. So this is a white chocolate with toffee or a dark chocolate with toffee. We'll have all of these on our website or available at the show. These are some of our marshmallow pops that are dipped in caramel first. So again, we use the white milk and dark chocolate. We're using real chocolate on our products. It's a very delicious Belgian chocolate that we're using these days. So those are popular. We've got caramel squares. Those of you familiar with us will know we have, I think, on an average, 14 different flavors of caramel every week. Caramel squares ship really, really well. Those are easy to ship and nice for a party too. That's the other thing I wanted to bring up is we've started, oftentimes people don't think to order caramels or cookies or fudge or whatever and put together, it's really easy to put together a nice tray for a family gathering, a party, an office meeting. Cookies, our cookies over here. The only one that we don't have shown right here today are our snickerdoodles is our newest cookie. But we've got our pistachio toffee sugar cookie that are super popular. All these cookies are popular with my quilting ladies. I've got the oatmeal raisin, the chocolate chip with our toffee crumbs inside, and our peanut butter. It's a light, fluffy peanut butter cookie with the caramel on top. And someone that's with us today online loves these peanut butter cookies, I'll tell you. We make toffee. Our toffee, we use both again, we use either milk chocolate or dark chocolate. All of our toffee has the blanched almonds inside the toffee. Then we put a layer of chocolate on top. And then you have a choice of roasted almond, roasted walnut, or combination. And all our nuts that we get, we live up here in Northern California, big agricultural area. So we get all the nuts from local growers. And so they're much fresher. I think they're sweeter and better tasting than what most people have access to. And I think that kind of sets us apart. I have a new lady I'm working with to get her pots. And so on our these are made with locally grown fresh pecans. And it's hard to see on the back, but there's lots of nuts under there. And then our handmade caramel and covered in chocolate. We do both milk and dark chocolate. We also use almonds for our turtles. So we use lots and lots of nuts at Terri Sues Toffee and Treats. These are almond turtles, and you'll see some of these at our show too, or we can ship them. Another new product we are doing is what we call butter toffee. I was trying to get this added to my website this morning and I ran out of time, but it will be there soon. This is a piece of toffee with no nuts and just the toffee dipped in our chocolate. We do this, these are dark chocolate, but we also do milk chocolate. We sell these by the piece at our shows. I think to simplify it for online, we'll probably do a 5-ounce bag like this of maybe smaller pieces of our butter toffee. I'm not sure how we're going to do that online. What else? Oh, we have started dipping our salted caramels in chocolate. People have asked for these over the years. These are packaged to go to a show, or this is how I would package to send it to you if you ordered multiple. This is our dark chocolate, and this is our milk chocolate, and we put a little sea salt on top too. People love them. The store downtown sells a ton of these.
Terri Sue?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have the honeycomb on your website already?
I don't.
Okay, so if they wanted to order it, could they call you?
Absolutely.
And they can just give you the Wild Wednesday Wild 20 code and they could get the discount still.
Sure.
Today and till tomorrow at midnight or something crazy.
You know what? My coupon code is going to go through Saturday this time.
Okay.
Saturday, August 6th is my anniversary, so I decided to, my wedding anniversary.
Oh, perfect.
So I decided to let my coupon go through Saturday.
Okay, and then one other question. Do you have the honeycomb without chocolate? And can they see a close-up of the honeycomb? And then Betsy was saying they used to call it seafoam when she was a kid.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't have gloves, so I'm not going to pick it up.
Okay.
I didn't bring gloves with me. I had to walk away from our normal working area because the chocolate machines are on and it's noisy. So I don't have everything right here, but we have a good selection. I hope that answers your question.
Totally.
I'm sure I can figure out a way, but I haven't figured out a way to package the honeycomb without chocolate to not make it sticky. So all you creative ladies, if you have an idea, I'm all ears. But for now, that would be a challenge.
Okay, one more question. Sorry to interrupt, but you know that's what I do best. How much is the honeycomb?
I don't have it priced.
You have a crazy price.
Right now, I sell it by the pound to the store at a wholesale price.
Well, you can think about it. Don't say it now. You can tell us when you come back for questions and answers.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Anyway, the only other things that I have here I was going to show are our fudge. People love our smooth, creamy fudge. We make it all by hand. A lot of people that sell fudge in the candy stores, they've bought a kit that they just mix it up and sell it. We measure every ingredient and cook it over the stove and do it all by hand, and I think it makes a difference. So we've got several different kinds of fudge that we sell. Some that I have here is just the traditional chocolate, no nuts. I've got the Rocky Road with roasted walnuts and marshmallows, and pecan fudge with those fresh pecans too. The walnuts are fresh as well. I used to have to buy my pecans at Costco, but I found this lady and they're beautiful and they're so much tastier. I've got my cookies and cream fudge. It's a vanilla fudge with Oreo cookies in it. and the chocolate peanut butter. In addition, we should have, oh gosh, what am I going to do? I don't know if we're going to be able to bring Panucci to Roseville. We'll have that for sure in the fall. And then our caramel apples. So I've got, on our caramel apples, we use 3 different nuts. We use the pecans, the walnuts, and the almonds. And we roast these nuts before we roll them in our caramel, and we make our caramel from scratch too. And then we dip our apples and roll them in the nuts and then decorate them. Online, you have the option of what kind of drizzle you want. Typically, to the shows on my pecan, I do a milk and a dark chocolate drizzle. The almond and the walnut, we typically will do some milk, some dark, and we do some without chocolate. If you know that you're coming to a show and you want a certain kind of apple or any quantity, please let me know ahead of time, and I'm happy to make sure that we have them there at the show for you and hold them for you, even if you can't come until the 2nd or 3rd day of the show, because we do sell out. The other nut apple that we don't have pictured here is our Rocky Road apple, and people love those because they're huge, and they've got the walnuts and the marshmallows and then the drizzle too. And then another fan favorite are our apple pie apples, and they're dipped in our caramel, then white chocolate, and rolled in brown sugar and cinnamon mixture and decorated. So we always suggest that when you buy one of our apples, the best way to eat it is by slicing it just along the stick. And then every bite you have a bite of the coating, the caramel, and the apple too. These are our signature Terri Sues Toffee apples. This is a dark chocolate. This is a milk chocolate. Online, you can mix up your chocolate and drizzles and sprinkles if you want. But we offer these in the large apple size and the small mini apples as well. I did notice today that on my website right now, my mini apples, my mini apples, I don't think I give you the choice of sprinkles or not, but you can always use my message box on my order form online and ask for any special colors or if you want to add sprinkles too. Then this is just one of our dark chocolate caramel apples, so it's fully dipped in caramel and dipped in our Belgian dark chocolate and decorated pretty. So those are some examples of the apples. Again, if you know that you're coming to one of our events or our shows and want something specific, I'm happy to make sure that I have your order ready for you at my booth. And that's about it. Were there any other questions?
Nope, that was it so far. I mean, they're all just saying that they think they gained 10 pounds in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, come on.
But really, girls, the apples are healthy for you. I hear you're supposed to eat one a day. And the peanut butter cookies, that is just pure protein. So you're all good. They're all just excited. They're waiting for Roseville so they can get some.
Good. I love that.
Oh, do you offer overnight tours of your shop?
Overnight tours? Yes, you can stay at Julie's house. I haven't done that. If you're coming to town, I'm happy to try to meet you. Things get kind of crazy. My kitchen is used by several different businesses. So,
well, I don't think people realize that your kitchen is absolutely ginormous.
It is.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea, my PG&E bill this month was $4,500.
Holy cow. Holy cow. That is insane. That's insane.
So please place orders and come to the show and support us.
Perfect. All right. Well, if you girls can think or gentlemen can think of any questions for Terri Sue, she'll be here at the end to answer any questions you have. Yep. All right. Thanks, Terri.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Okay. So then like I said, I'm just going to remind you, Roseville next week. And I believe, I know you can't see it now, but I've got my Wild Wednesday shirt on. I get wild on Wednesday. So if you wear these shirts to the show, which we hope you do, because we want everybody to see that they're really missing out on all the fun that we're doing on Wild Wednesday. So that we can keep this going. We have to continue to grow the viewership. So make sure you wear your t-shirts. If you haven't gotten a t-shirt yet, Raylene does still have some. You can message her or you can type it in the comments, and I think she might bring them to you in Roseville. Oh, there you go. She's just typed it into the comments. Okay. She's always one step ahead of me. I don't know why. She has t-shirts available. Just go to justnotions.com and get them. All right. So next we have, for the very first time, we have Loralie from Laurel Designs. And it's super exciting. I'm sure you guys are going to recognize, if you don't recognize her name, you're going to recognize her fabric as soon as you see it. So let's welcome Loralie on. Hi there. How are you?
Good, thank you. I want to say, though, that's a hard act to follow there.
Oh, I know. Our tummies are just like rumbling now. All right, I'm going to turn it right over to you. If you have any questions or if you're wondering anything, just ask them and I'll pop back on.
Okay, thank you.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
All righty. Well, hello, everyone. Long time no see. You know, I miss seeing you out there at the shows. So I'm really glad for this opportunity to bring my show to you. And I thank the Rusty Barn folks for this opportunity. You can see I have my list here. I have my kitchen timer. I'm going to set this for 15 minutes so that I don't run over and blab until that goes off. So this is my not only my first Rusty Barn show, but this is my first live anything. So I hope that you'll be forgiving and that I won't goof up too much. So what I'm going to do is just pretend that you're in my booth, and I'll show you some of the new things that I have done lately. Now, I've been busy, even though I haven't been out to the shows, but some of you may have followed me along and know right where I am, and others may never even have seen my things. So I'm happy to show you a few things today. I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay, so I'll get started. The theme of my show is Christmas in August, a must. And so I have Doggy Holiday I want to show you. And this, of course, refers to all those projects you need to get going on for your Christmas projects for the season. So I'm showing Doggy Holiday, which is the perfect collection to use in your Christmas projects. So here's the panel. It has square blocks for 3 rows. And it has 3, but I used it for the quilt, which you'll see later. But this is just a real cute, fun design of a panel. Then probably my favorite from the collection is this border pattern. Now I use these to make towels and pillows and little projects. It has 9 different, all different borders of iconic Christmas things. It comes in black and it comes in white. And then I have tossed doggies in the white. This is the white. It also comes in black, which I put on the back of my quilt. So it's perfect for that. And then this is a great kind of a classic Christmas look. This is Candy Cane Crowd, comes in black and white. And this is my little canine Christmas paw print in black, red, and also white. And I want to say that this little pattern here looks kind of homely. There's not much to it, but it does work out really well for a lot of uses, like in backgrounds and little snippets of it here and there. And then the last patterns in the collection is this great basic, which I call Beaded Curtain. You can see little pinstripes there with little beads on them in green, red, and white, and black. And this is just a go-to pattern for a background for lots of things I'll show you as we go along here. So those are the designs. And then I'll show you some of the things I have made with them. This is from the longer, larger pattern on the end of the panel, which has a lot of these, I call them color flares here, going out this way. And so you don't have to piece that. You just sit down with your fusing on the back and start stitching in the ditch, and you'll come out with this wonderful textural, dimensional piece. And this is a mug rug. I've been into making pillows lately because I discovered this fine edging here to put, just bind them like a quilt, and something else fun on the back. And this is about a 9 by 9 or 10 by 10. This is a 12 by 16. And this is one of those larger panels on the end of the blocks on the end of the panel also. The dinky dots on the back. Then I have these wonderful, here, I'll show you these aprons, cute, cute aprons. This is an example of how I've used that beaded curtain in the black. These are little thin pockets. This is made from a dish towel, so you can buy a dish towel and cut it in half and make two aprons. And this is just one strip of the border. Now with the leftovers of the border from making these things, I've done these pillows. Isn't that cute? It's just a short piece, and then you can make a little small pillow. That's what both of these are. They are both leftovers from the towels, which are like so. These are really, really fun to use. This is a really nice little towel from Susan at All About Blanks. And very quick. They only take maybe 15 minutes to make. You can make a stack of them for your visits for Christmas, a little hostess gift. And then this one here has embroidery. This one has embroidery. And then another thing is another small pieces. I use scraps right down to the snippet. So this is a little bag. I don't have a pattern for this or anything, but it's a little zipper bag in there. It's like making a pillow and not stuffing it and binding it. And they have a great placemat. So these are just ideas that you might use for your projects going forward. I hope that they are things you can use. And I have that in green. I have this in red. So these are also from that larger block at the end of the panel. And this is the last thing here. This is my Doggy Holiday Quilt Kit. Now I'll talk about the kits a little later, but this one has everything you need in there to make this fabulous Doggy Holiday quilt using the square blocks for the middle I've used, and then checkerboard around the edge and paws for the sashing. And then on the back, I have the tossed doggies in black. And they're very quick to make and just delightful seasonal quilt to lay around. Okay, then the last thing I have in the Doggy Holiday is the machine embroidery. Now this is the collection. It has these really super cute little embroidery designs on there for you embroiderers out there to make things to go with. And this is just a wall hanging and some coasters using those embroidery designs. So that's that collection. And then I thought that in between what I'm showing you, I would show you that my special on the site will be all the black and whites on the site for 40% off through Friday. And the discount code is Rusty. So if you go to my website, loreliedesigns.com, and place your order for those, and then at the end, put in that discount code, and you'll receive 40% off. And the reason I use the black and whites for this is because they go wonderfully with the Doggy Holiday collection. And also for this next collection I'm going to show you, which is Masquerade Ball. This is an older collection that I brought back, and covered up my pile here. So here is the beautiful panel for Masquerade Ball. So colorful, so bright, so dramatic. The ladies are all dressed up, headed off to their fantasy Masquerade Ball. That's the panel. This is the tossed Masquerade ladies. This is called Masquette, a very fun pattern of masks. That's about as much of a mask as I care to deal with these days. Then we have this, which is called Helter Skelter, just a kind of a funky, almost a hippie type pattern using all the colors from the collection in this wonderful checkerboard, which is so useful for all your other projects. And then lastly, in the Masquerade Ball, I have 2 Dicky Dots, pink and turquoise. So I would show you the things I've done with it. This is pillows again. I always do pillows. I've taken just one block from, can you still see me okay? I hope so. Let me turn this.
We can see you perfectly.
Okay.
Yep, you're doing great. You're doing great. The ladies are just commenting. They love everything you're showing them.
Oh, good. Thanks. That's encouraging.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Well, sometimes it's a little bit awkward because you feel like you're just talking to yourself. But
Well,
no, you're doing it.
like too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. So I'll keep going. This is the pillow from Masquerade Ball, just one block. I tipped it sideways and put a few flares on there. They're so much fun to make, and people love to get those. And then here's the rest of my treasures from the Masquerade Ball collection. See how that checkerboard makes a wonderful banner binding on there? And then I have this great set of mug rugs. And what I've done there is taken the colored one and just used black and white all around. So you can make a really different effect depending on how you use them. Here's one that's just a monotone by just making it all purple. So there's so much fun you can have with these blocks. Here's a little apron. And then, of course, I have a quilt, the Masquerade Ball quilt kit. Will make up like this. It uses the square blocks in the panel and the checkerboard and the masquette, and it's bound with dinky dots and tossed Masquerade ladies on the back. So the reason then, like I was saying, that's why I'm showing the black and white for a special, because the black and whites look really, really nice, little pieces of them to add in to both of these collections. So I set that timer, but I can't see it, so I don't know where I am. But I have one more thing to show you, and that would be, or of course there are embroidery designs to go with the Masquerade Ball collection. Yeah, the next thing, the last thing I want to show you is these wonderful quilt kits, which we've just developed. And here is the Masquerade Ball, for instance. Everything's in there except the backing. You need to supply the backing yourself. So I'll show you some of the most popular ones and maybe the ones you might have seen already. This is the nurse quilt. So these are great to make for special needs, special people in your life. This one is one of my favorites just because I love this fabric. This is very fairy fabric. The colors are just so sweet, I think. We've got tossed fairies on the back. Now the kits are $39.95. And the best thing about these kits is that you get 2 panels in each kit. So you use the 4 square panels, and then the layout gives you at least from 9 to 14 extra blocks in order to make all these fun little things here. So that's a really good value in the kit. This is one of my favorites, which is called Joy Journey. And it goes along with my book, which is a devotional hymns and poems that is available on my site. This is real special. I have friends who make these for their parents, their elderly parents, and it's just a lovely piece to be in their lap for their elderly aunts and grandmas. And then, of course, I have the Happy Baby design for a kit, but there are about 18 different kit designs. You can go to my website and see all of them there. So I think that's about it. I must be somewhere near my time finished, and I appreciate you watching today, and I I miss seeing you and hearing how you like my things and encourage me in person out in the shows. So I look forward to seeing you again out there in person. So thanks for coming.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You did a great job. And stay tuned, because in a little bit we'll bring you back so that they can ask questions. Because I know Peggy's already asking, how much are your kits?
Okay.
So we'll have you back in just a second.
Okay. Don't ask anything too hard.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. So I want to remind you guys, we will be in Roseville next week. And I know you guys are all waiting for this, and I like to hold off because I don't want you to be distracted when we are interviewing the vendors. But the what you're waiting for is the word monsoon. So most of you know what to do with that. It is how we do the goodie prizes, and we have I was trying to get ready for our sale, so I've moved my paper. So door prizes we have from Global Marketplace, skeins of their yarn that you saw, the silks. Terri is doing a goodie bag, and Loralie is doing a Doggy holiday quilt kit with Doggy holiday machine embroider collection and her book Joy Journey. So we're gonna have 3 lucky winners, although I'm sure, maybe, I'm not positive, but Raylene likes to throw some things in also. So you just never know how many prizes are actually going to be won. I'm not that generous, so don't count on anything from me. So if you're new to watching, there are 2 more that she emailed me late about. Okay. I know I'm like the worst co-host. I do not check my emails before I go on. So Raylene's got a couple more prizes. So Raylene loves prizes. She loves to reward you guys for tuning in. So if you're new to watching, just type in monsoon and Raylene will go through and put all of you into a drawing. Only do it once. If you do it more than once, you're going to be disqualified altogether. No, I don't think she's that mean. But I would, because it takes a lot of time for her to sort through it. So just type in monsoon once, and Raylene will post that probably not later this afternoon, because I know she goes to church after Wild Wednesday. So probably tomorrow morning she'll post the winner. So remember, next week we are doing Roseville. So if you're anywhere in the vicinity, or even not that close of a vicinity, it's worth driving to. And then the first week, I know I was going to ask remind me to ask Loralie if she's going to Scottsdale, because I think she lives down there. And I think that's it. Besides that, I want to remind you guys, you can join me personally on my Facebook page or YouTube channel today at 4:00. We've got a live sale. I'm just going to show you. We've been preparing. All of that is going to be on this afternoon's sale. So we've got a lot of fun stuff. But besides that, I know that was my little promo of Beth. Besides that, that's Fabric Chicks Creative Oasis. Besides that, I guess we can bring everybody back on and do questions and answers. Okay, Loralie, I know what I wanted to ask you. Are you going to be in Scottsdale?
You know, that turned out to be the week that my kids are coming to visit, so I wasn't able to come this time.
Oh, no worries, because your family is much more important.
I'm from Colorado, so it's not very often. So
right.
It was great last year.
Yeah. Well, will you be doing Phoenix in January?
I hope so.
Okay, perfect. So in the meantime, they can go to your website and they can order everything that you've shown.
Yes.
Peggy does want to know, how much are your kits?
The quilt kit is $39.95, and it contains everything except the backing. So it has the quilt center, it has the border and the binding and the sashing, and then it has a good set of instructions and suggestions for backings.
Perfect. And Evelyn wants you to know, and Jean, you did awesome. You're a natural. So they look forward to having you back on soon.
Thank you.
Great job.
All right, and then if you misspelled the word, should I re-enter? Vicki, don't worry. You do not have to re-enter it. Raylene totally knows what you mean. And Loralie, do you have a direct phone number they can call in and order if they're not that tech savvy for websites?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Just get on the website. It's real easy.
Okay.
If they have any questions, they can email me at the website.
Okay. Okay. So Jenny, email her if you can't find what you're looking for.
Right.
All right. Do you guys have any other questions? You guys were pretty thorough, and I did ask the questions before I was supposed to. So if you guys have any other questions, be sure you type them in right now. Do any of you vendors have anything else you want to say?
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Oh, anytime. Thank you for coming on. We always love it when you're on.
Oh, Loralie, it's wonderful to see you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm still out here.
Perfect. And then Global Marketplace. Is there a wait for the silk sari yarn? I may have missed it.
Yeah, well, what was that?
They want to know if there's a wait for the silk sari yarn.
Yes. We asked the manufacturer. It's a worsted, WORSTED, number 4 medium.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means, but
I don't know. I don't know either.
But for people who do, that's what it is. So
yeah, you might need some kind of techie degree or something to know what that means.
yes, I guess so. Yes, there's apparently 7 or 8 different types of yarn like that. So it's important to know what you're getting. So
right,
and we of course would take anything back on a full refund if it wasn't right for somebody. We want them to be happy. So.
Oh, Leandra says she knows exactly what it means.
Oh, good.
Somebody does. All right.
I just wanted to say I'm very hungry after listening to Terri Sue, and I've got drool all over my computer. So.
Oh, well, I'll see you next week, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And they're saying that knitters know what it means. So
okay, good.
Good. We're glad somebody knows.
Yeah.
And then Connie Spurlock says you did an excellent job, Loralie. You just never know who's watching. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Once you put it out there on Facebook and YouTube, the whole world can watch it for the rest of your life.
Oh, crap.
I was nervous.
Aren't you glad I told you that after you talked?
What's that?
I said, aren't you glad I told you that after you talked?
Yes,
not before?
for sure.
Right.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys want to remember that coming up in Roseville, we are doing a scavenger hunt, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong, but I think we're doing a scavenger hunt. And so come to Raylene's booth or my booth and get your papers. Remember that all the vendors don't have gifts for the secret words, which you know what they are if you've watched. I get wild with you on Wednesday, and I am super particular. You have to say the 7 words. You cannot just come in and say, oh, I watch you because you heard somebody in line behind you say it. No, you have to know the exact words because we want to make sure that the people who are actually watching us and supporting the vendors who come on Wild Wednesday are the ones who are getting the free gifts. And I do believe Adele might be having one. Check with Raylene and I when you get your scavenger hunt. We'll know exactly who you can ask. But don't bug the other vendors for freebies because they sometimes feel obligated and it puts them in a weird spot. So don't make them, Chalk Couture. So Adele's going to have freebies. And Just Notions and Big Matt. I know Raylene's in there trying to type it in really quick. Okay, so that's it. Just remember your 7 words. I get wild with you on Wednesday. The scavenger hunt. Get your paperwork from us. And thank you, vendors, thank you all for coming on the Wild Wednesday. And we look forward to seeing you again.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Go sew. Get some sewing done, guys. Create something fabulous and post it on our Facebook page. And remember, you can always watch us on YouTube. You can go back and rewatch if you missed any of this. Loralie, did you have a discount code?
I do. It's Rusty.
Rusty, R-U-S-T-Y.
Right.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. And thank you to Ron and Raylene for being behind the scenes and getting us all together and on the same page and all the hard work that they put into this.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.